Hello, guys. My name is Michelle, and I'm here to tell you my story. I'm only 28 years old, but I've already been through a lot because of my mother in law. This story is about the time she tried to kick me out of my own house. It happened last year, and we're still dealing with the consequences. I'm a small business owner, and I've been married to Logan for 2 years. We met in college when I was 20. Logan is one of the kindest and most caring people I know. His friends also love him for his helpful and caring nature. I used to be very lonely in college, so finding Logan was like a dream come true. My own toxic family made me believe I could never succeed in life. I got into my dream college on a scholarship, but I still had to work 2 jobs to cover my expenses. Logan supported me throughout my college life and encouraged me to start my own business. While he was an amazing boyfriend, there was one problem. His mother, Kate, Logan's parents were divorced long before I met him. However, Logan had a good relationship with both his parents, especially his mom. He always said, "You know what, Michelle? Even though my parents are divorced, I love them both equally. My mom is especially important to me." I responded, "I know, Logan. It makes me happy to see that your family loves you so much. It makes me miss my parents even more." Logan continued, "A few of my past girlfriends had a problem with me being so close to my mom. They've had many issues with her. I just want you to know that she's important to me as well." I have no idea why they had a problem with your mom. She seems like a great mother and a good person. I mean, she raised you and you turned out so well. Don't worry, I'll try to have a good relationship with her, I reassured him. Back then, I thought it was extremely sweet of Logan to look after his mom. When he joined his father's business, he started sending Kate money. He was generous with his family, which I adored. He was equally caring towards me, but I always insisted on splitting bills evenly. We moved in together at the end of my final year at his insistence. Things were going really smoothly until it was time to meet his family. I had already met his sister, who flew down to see us during spring break. From the moment I met her, I knew we would be best friends. She was just as sweet as her brother and stayed connected with me through social media. I met his mother and father when they came to his graduation. His father, Robert, gave me a big hug and was genuinely excited to meet me. His mother, Kate, on the other hand, was the complete opposite. She barely acknowledged me and kept calling me Logan's friend. I tried to make small talk with her, but she simply looked in the other direction. When we were alone, she actually told me that she thought our relationship was temporary. Kate was convinced that Logan would break up with me after joining his father's business. She said, "I don't know why Logan is making such a fuss about you. It's not like you two will last forever. Looking at you, he can make do with a girl like you until he joins the business. After that, he will need someone more suitable." Kate, what are you saying? Logan and I are very serious. We're actually thinking about getting engaged. I love your son, and he loves me too, I said. "Oh, please, don't give me that. I know you are nothing but a gold digger. I've met a lot of trash like you. You should ask me how I chased them away from Logan," she retorted. "Kate, you are misunderstanding me. I'm not with Logan for his money," I tried to explain. Kate interrupted me and went on a tirade about how I was a witch and didn't deserve Logan. The amount of venom and nonchalance she showed honestly surprised me. I tried to ignore her words and put on a happy face for my boyfriend, but inside, I was thinking about whether I should have a talk with Logan about his mother. When we returned home, Logan enthusiastically asked, "So what do you think about my parents? Have you guys gotten along?" "Your dad is an amazing man, Logan. You saw how we bonded quickly. I can see where you got your kindness from." "And what about Mom? I saw you two were talking privately. You must have hit it off instantly." I didn't want Logan to worry, so I told him Kate and I were good. He seemed satisfied with my answer and didn't press further. Eventually, days passed and Logan joined the business. He often went to visit his mother and asked me to accompany him, but I was uneasy after our last meeting and refused. That year, during Christmas, I unexpectedly got an invite from his mother. They were going to have a grand celebration with all his extended family. Logan seemed pretty excited and told me I should come. Since Kate sent me the invite, I thought she might have changed her mind about me. Now I know that I was extremely foolish to think so. We excitedly visited Kate and prepared ourselves to meet the guests. Kate ignored me the entire time and even made some rude comments. When I met Logan's grandmother, she praised me and said, "My grandson has chosen quite well. You are a delightful girl, Kate. I've heard a lot about you from my grandchildren. I know you have a successful business that you started from scratch." You're an inspiration for your peers out there. Thank you, Grandma. Your grandson really helped me a lot as well. He is the reason why I have so much confidence in my business. You mean how my son gave you money to start your business, right? I know you struggled to make ends meet in college. I wonder how much my son gave you for your business. Your parents bailed on you, so you decided that my son would be a good financial replacement. Kate, what is wrong with you? Michelle is successful because of her own efforts, Logan's grandmother interjected. I think you were mistaken, Kate. Logan only gave me a small loan when I started. I paid him back the entire loan a few months after opening my business. My family wasn't very supportive, so I had to cut them out of my life. I am with Logan because I love him and nothing else. That's what all gold diggers say, Michelle. I'm starting to understand why your family abandoned you for good. It would be a shame for anyone to be related to a gold digger like you. I was on the verge of crying and had to excuse myself from the party. Logan found me crying on the porch after some time. He profusely apologized for his mother's behavior and asked me to forgive him. Even his grandmother came outside and comforted me. Kate was inside the house, screaming about how I ruined her Christmas party. Logan's grandmother quickly went back and started berating her for being so mean to me. That shut her up very quickly. I did not want to go back inside. Logan pleaded with me, Michelle, please let's just go back inside. Please forget what happened. I don't know what has gotten into Mom. I can assure you she won't say anything else, and if she does, I will stop her. Fine. I will go back inside. But understand this, Logan. I'm going back for you. I don't want to ruin your day. I know, Michelle. I'm so sorry for everything. Let's go in, and we'll leave early to make it up to you. Since that day, Kate became even more bitter towards me. Logan tried his best to maintain peace, but she refused to be civil with me at all. Sherry even called me to say that Kate was the reason she didn't go to the party. She said, I saw this coming long ago, Michelle. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. Mom has always favored Logan and neglected me because I'm a girl. I tried my best to gain Kate's love but gave up after suffering for years. That's horrible, Sherry. I had no idea Kate was such a bad mother to you. Is this why you don't talk to her that much? Yes, Michelle. I have no interest in talking to Mom. I am genuinely happier being away from her. I should warn you, though, Logan is a good man, but he tends to be too soft on Mom and her toxic behavior. Sherry's story stayed with me for a long time. It even made me question my relationship with Logan, but I loved him too much to leave. I had no one, and Logan was the best thing that ever happened to me. So when Logan surprised me and proposed, I said yes. At that point, I knew that no matter what, I would always be by his side. We called his family to tell them about the engagement. Everyone was super happy except Kate. She congratulated us but quickly ended the call. Charlotte then called to tell us that Kate had gone ballistic over the news. She said, I have some bad news for you guys. Mom has absolutely lost it after you announced your engagement. She's calling up every family member, spreading lies about Michelle's character. She wants everyone to pressure Logan into breaking the engagement. What are you talking about, Sherry? We spoke to her just yesterday. She didn't say anything to me. Why would she, Logan? She knows you won't listen to her right now, so she's bringing people to her side. Now everyone in your family thinks I'm a horrible woman. I'm pretty shocked by Mom's behavior and don't know what to do, but I'll stand up for you, Michelle. You're going to be my wife. I'll do my best to protect you. Our engagement was almost spoiled by Kate as she tried to get everyone against us. Thankfully, no one paid heed to her and actually supported us instead. Logan was crushed and tried to talk some sense into his mother. He visited her every day and tried to tell her how happy he was with me, but everything fell on deaf ears. She cried and screamed about how he doesn't love her and wants to marry a gold digger. I was getting annoyed by her constant taunting. Finally, Logan and I sat down to discuss what we should do about Kate. Logan, your mom's behavior is seriously wearing me down. I just can't take it anymore. Sooner or later, you will have to do something about this, I said. I'm so sorry, Michelle. I'm apologizing on her behalf. I promise that I will distance myself from her. She is my mom, so I don't want to cut her off, Logan replied. I understand, Logan. Kate might be nasty to me, but you can't just let her go. However, we need to go low contact for a while. Logan then talked to his mom about our decision. Thankfully, Kate stayed away from all wedding preparations. However, she was busy telling everyone how bad I was and how her son was a lost cause. I tried my best to focus on the wedding and ignore Kate's malicious actions. She did everything from threatening to boycott the wedding to showing up at Logan's office to cause a scene. When nothing worked, she set her sights on our wedding. She called up our venue and canceled the date, pretending to be me. The venue, unfortunately, went along with it and canceled the booking. We tried our best to negotiate with them, but they refused to give back our deposit. They were willing to refund the money only if we pressed charges against Kate for impersonating me. Logan, as usual, did not want this to happen. He said, "Please, Michelle, don't make me file a report against Mom. I can do that. You have to understand." "What about the venue, Logan? We literally lost money. I don't have a place to get married," I replied, frustrated. "I'll fully pay for a new venue, completely on my dime. I don't want you to lose any more money than you already have. We may have to book a smaller venue because of the money, but I promise you this won't happen again." "Fine, but you need to talk to Kate about her behavior. I don't want any more drama. I've lost enough money and energy because of her." I was extremely upset and wanted to scream at Kate. Logan promised to handle the situation and dealt with Kate on his own. After this incident, we put passwords on all our vendors. Robert took pity on us and actually covered the cost of the cake as a wedding gift. We were thankful because we had just put down a deposit on a house and didn't have much spare money on hand. At our wedding, Kate sat in the front row and cried the entire time. No one paid attention to her, and the ceremony continued. We actually requested the priest to omit the objection part because we knew she would cause trouble. Sherry was a great support throughout all this. Sherry later told us, "You know what, guys? You were right. Mom was looking forward to making an objection. She was so pissed when that part didn't come. You should have seen her face." "How does she know about this, Sherry?" "I was genuinely hoping this hadn't crossed her mind," I said. "She told me at the reception. I guess she somehow thought I would support her." "I mean, you do remember what happened at the reception, right?" "At the reception, all she did was drink and cry at the bar. She even flagged down Robert and cried to him about losing her son. By the end of the day, I was exhausted by everything and honestly felt like the day was spoiled." Logan also looked pretty embarrassed and kept apologizing to me. A few months after the wedding, we shifted to our new house. Since we lost a lot of money on the first venue, we never got a honeymoon nor a housewarming party. However, we were happy to finally get married and own the house. One day, we were home after work and Logan told me that Kate had fallen down the stairs at her apartment. She apparently had a sprained ankle and needed someone to help. Logan informed me that he told Kate she could stay with us until she got better. I was again pissed because he didn't even consult me before making the decision. He didn't even hear my side and rushed to get Kate from her apartment. I prepared the guest room, feeling defeated and hurt. When Kate came to our house, she immediately started to cry about how Logan was spending too much money on me and forgetting his duty towards her. She said, "I can't believe how fast you abandoned me. This woman has you under her spell. First, you pay for her business, then the wedding, and now you gifted her a house. You spent so much on this cheap woman while your mother is living in a small apartment. How are you not ashamed?" "Mom, we paid for everything together. All expenses for the wedding and the house were split equally. This is why we're both on the deed of this house. I didn't pay Michelle's part. She can earn for herself," Logan explained. "Oh my God, you even got her name on the house. She's going to ruin you, Logan. This house is yours, not hers. Michelle is going to divorce you and take all your assets." "Mom, what are you saying? That is not going to happen. Please stop insulting Michelle for no reason." Kate went on blabbering about how gold diggers like me cheat on their husbands and take all their money. Logan and I ignored her words and concentrated on settling her in the guest room. She again complained about how she should be in the master bedroom and that it was the least we could do for her. Logan just looked defeated and kept his eyes down the entire time. He begged me to behave and just put up with Kate for a few days. One thing I noticed was that she was not walking like she had a sprained ankle. When I informed Sherry of the matter, she was suspicious of Kate as well. She told me to keep an eye on her since she had faked injuries in the past. Kate was already whining about how I should be cooking her meals and pampering her. She knew I had work but was convinced that all I did was sit on my butt. After 2 days of putting up with her antics, I finally caught her casually walking down the stairs like nothing happened. I accessed our security camera from the living room and found more proof that she was faking her injury. I patiently waited for Logan to come home and confronted her with the evidence. When Logan saw the footage, he was super angry. He confronted Kate and asked her to explain. She was already in tears and said, "Logan, how could you doubt me like that? You know I am in pain. I can't even move a few steps without falling. My ankle is swollen, and I'm taking pain medications every day. That witch is manipulating you, Logan. Why would I lie about something like this? Kate, we can clearly see you moving around the house when I'm working. Your legs seem to work fine when we're not looking. There's no need to keep lying about this. How dare you accuse me of lying? I'm not a lowlife like you. My son loves me more than you anyway. I have no reason to lie. You're just jealous he is paying more attention to me. Logan, do something about her." "Mom, I am having a really hard time believing you right now. You already pulled this stunt before. Why did you lie to me about the injury?" "You have to believe me, Logan. I need your help. Your witch of a wife just wants me away from you. If you are seriously injured, why didn't you go to a doctor? Where are your doctor's notes?" "I'm scared of hospitals, so I couldn't go, but my ankle is really sprained. I'm telling you the truth." "Well, in that case, why don't we go to a doctor and get it checked? If you really are in pain, we need to get a test done on your leg anyway." At this point, Kate started to hyperventilate and cry. She kept screaming at me for being a scheming witch and begged Logan to listen to her. Logan just kept his head in his hands and said, "Mom, I love you, but what you are doing is very disturbing. I thought I could trust you. Why did you do this?" "I'm telling you the truth, Logan. This girl has destroyed our relationship since she came. You used to be so doting and caring towards me. Now you're accusing me of faking my injury. You don't love me anymore. I'm your mother. You should be taking care of me. You have to choose between her and me. Think wisely if you don't want to lose your mom." "What are you saying? I can't do that. I'm never going to see your face again if you don't divorce this witch. She is a snake, and that is exactly why her family abandoned her. You're wasting your time on a gold digger who doesn't love you. She is just using you for money. She can't stand that you give me money, so she wants me out of your life. You need to get rid of her before she traps you with a baby. You need to decide today, Logan." Kate went on and on about how I deserved to be mistreated by my family. She said so many hurtful things that I started to cry. I couldn't take it anymore. Logan looked at both of us and then rose from the couch. He went upstairs and returned with packed suitcases. When she saw this, Kate started to smirk at me. I was too upset to even look at Logan. When Logan finally reached us, I saw that he was carrying Kate's bags instead of mine. Kate looked shocked and started to sob. Logan simply said, "Mom, for years I've seen how you've treated Michelle. I kept quiet because I didn't want to lose you. I told Michelle to put up with you. You kept calling her names and even tried to sabotage our wedding. Still, I thought you would change and accept her as your daughter-in-law. Clearly, I was wrong. Logan, I only wanted the best for you. You have to understand that Michelle's plan is working against us. I'm your mother. You cannot kick me out." "Enough, Mom. Michelle has already been through enough. You attacked her character and achievements. You were cruel enough to talk about her family. I had enough. I'm done with you. Take your bags and get out." "Logan, you can't do this." "I am ashamed I hadn't stood up for Michelle for so long, but I'm going to fix this now. She is my future, not my manipulative mother who destroys my relationships. Get out and don't come back here." Kate kept sobbing and clung to Logan for dear life, but he paid her no heed. He simply removed her from his arms and escorted her out. He came back and comforted me because I was still crying. Logan profusely apologized to me and promised that things would change. I was just mad at him because he had never kept his promise before. After Kate left, Logan spent the next few weeks making it up to me. He blocked Kate and everyone who tried to advocate for her. Robert called him and gave him a stern scolding for letting Kate hurt me for so long. Sherry was also pretty angry with Logan. He slowly realized how he had been pushing others away to accommodate Kate. He had to undo a lot of damage that Kate had caused in his life. We both started going to personal and couples therapy. He has come to recognize that Kate is a narcissist and only wanted control over him. Our relationship has improved a lot, and we are happier than ever. Hopefully, Kate will stay away from us. Logan is contemplating a restraining order if she doesn't. All in all, things are good and we are finally happy.